Hi-oh YouTube, my name is Dexter and welcome to this Friday special edition of Path of Exile. If you're wondering what I'm about to get myself into, if you're wondering what Path of Exile is, it's an action RPG much in the same vein as Diablo, but way more customizable. I just want to show you these two things before I get too far in. I guess it'd be better if I just show this one off first. This is the passive skill tree, and it's what makes this game so complex. Everything that you see in this giant web of icons, you can get to. I've been following a build, or you can get to from no matter where you start. If you start here and you want to go get, for whatever reason, arrow dancing, you can. You've got a long way to go, and 100 levels to get there in, but you can get to it if you so desired. I mean, the quickest path would just be go, like, out through here and just down through the stat nodes, and then there. In about, like, 30 levels, you'd get there. But, this game is entirely predicated on these different, nodes. My build, I've been following pretty much letter by letter, or to the letter from a build that I got online, and it just bleeds. It involves Crimson Dance, where I inflict bleeding on a target up to 8 times, or I can inflict bleeding on a target up to 8 times. It does half the damage it normally would, which bleeding normally does 70% of the damage that you deal on the hit that would cause bleeding, but it does it'll do half that damage, but you can stack it 8 times. The other part of bleeding is that enemies take more damage while they're moving if they are bleeding. So it would increase the damage from 70% to 140, but if you half the 70% and then stack it 8 times, it's 280% bonus damage, whether or not the target is moving, and it's a lot more damage if you can consistently cause people to bleed, which I can. I just want to show you a chance to bleed. I know it's here somewhere. It's chance to inflict bleeding, 125%. It's pointless. I only need 100%, but I can't take anything off without I can't remove any of my I can't take anything off without also ruining my bleeding damage, so I'm not going to worry about it. My build is entirely revolving around bleeding people, healing for the damage that I deal with bleeding, and just trying my best to face tank without dying. My abilities are these diamond-shaped gems, and the majority of what I'm going to be using is Double Strike, and it'll look like this. All you need to know is that Double Strike normally only hits twice. I have an upgrade for it that allows it to hit 6 times, and do more damage and splash for AoE damage. So that's all you need to know about what I'm doing. You're going to see a lot of yellow ghosts. There's going to be a lot of explosions. Just don't worry, that's normal. But we're going into the channel. It's a map that I have. I mean, I'm at the end game. I've like just started the end game, but I'm still at the end game. Maps are not randomly generated, but they're, as you can see, I've gone through quite a few. I haven't gone to the peninsula yet? Okay. I've gone through quite a few of them. I still need to get over to the ley line so I can go do that, but that's neither here nor there. I want to talk about one other thing I will talk about before I just actually get into the meat of this, or stop thinking about what I'm talking about, is there's going to be a Warframe dev stream later today that I'm looking forward to. I hope they give us a ETA on when the Orb Valis update is going to launch, because I'm super looking forward to that. It's pretty much the only thing I've been looking forward to in Warframe for a very long time now, because I've done everything else that I can. I'm basically, if I want to keep playing Warframe, it's basically just doing busy work, and I'm not a fan of it. I would go delving, but I'm out of Voltaxic Sulfite, so that ain't gonna happen. I did have one video that I tried to record earlier. I might upload it because I had a lot of fun with it. It was just me delving, going through as much stuff as I could in the Delve League, which I've been having a lot of fun of. Compared to the last 2 leagues that I've played, Delve League is by far my favorite. I don't like it as much as the Abyss League, but I do like it a lot more than the Bestiary or the Incursion League. Hey, buddy. Okay, I can do that. Basically, as you run through maps, you can encounter Masters, which is that guy. I mean, you can encounter Masters at any point in time throughout the game if you know they exist. But they just give you little special missions to do. This guy's an assassin, and he wants me to go kill... he wants me to go kill a bunch of enemies without killing their leader? Oh god, oh god. That hurt. Okay, I was not prepared for that. I couldn't walk through those. But that is pretty much the only thing that's going to kill me. Are those things specifically. Those weird lightning orc totems. What killed me is... those purple enemies, when they die, purple enemies have a... Like, every enemy in this game has random modifiers. Like, everything in this game has random modifiers attached to it. The purple enemies are... I think they're called bloodline enemies? I don't remember exactly, but they have a special effect on them that triggers when they die, I believe. But long and short is their bloodline mod was they would create lightning totems that would cast ball lightning rapidly, and they'd cast like 5 of them in a star 3 times in a row, and that's what killed me. Because ball lightnings can stack. Their damage can stack multiple times with each other. So that I can face tank pretty well, but I can't face tank that. I need it to come over here. I can't walk over there. Oh good, it is going to follow me. Sweet. There we go. Now they're dead. So when you kill the kill all the bloodline monsters, they all go away. There we go. We're done. Essentially, another part of my build that's very important to me is the Ascendancy class that I took for the character that I started with, the Duelist, which is just specialization upgrades. One of the upgrades that I took is called Gratuitous Violence, where enemies that are bleeding, if they die, they explode for 10% of their max health and deal it as physical damage to every enemy around them, which I believe can also trigger more Gratuitous Violence, which is that hearty pop right there. The more enemies that are around, the hardier they pop. And it's fun. I also don't... Oh, okay, the game's a little freaking out on me a little bit. That's why, okay. There's been... Since Delve came out, there's been real troubles with the servers. I don't think it's a DDoS effect, or DDoS attack. I think it's just... The game's a little janky right now. They didn't... I don't want to say they didn't code it properly, but that's what I'm going to go with. I also need to implement an item filter, because I don't want to just always have item displays on, because after a certain point in time, namely in the Delve League, it just floods the entire screen, and it's not that nice to look at. It really is just, hey, items everywhere, and none of them I care about. I'm basically just looking for maps, currency items, and yellow rarity items, which are just called rares. The way it works is the item value, I guess you'd call it, goes normals, magics, rares, and uniques. There aren't legendaries per se. Some uniques are like this axe that I'm using. Some uniques are just really good for what you need them for, which this axe is just kill people. You get it from one of the final bosses of this game called Uber Atziri. I think it's Uber Atziri. I don't remember exactly if it's Uber Atziri or if it's just regular Atziri. You can drop it as well, but it's a boss called Atziri. And essentially the difference between the two is one's got 1 million health, the other one's got 5 million health, and they both kill you in one hit. So, you got your work cut out for you if you want to get this axe. It's doable. It's entirely doable. You just have to know what you're doing. Another build, or another axe that I kind of wanted to get was an axe from a guy called Un the Toll, who is a from another league called the Breach League, which are just other dimensional beings, basically. I talked about a couple of them I talked about I talked about the 5 of them in one of my oh shoot, what is it there? My Hat in Time, that's what it is. In one of the Hat in Time videos I made recently. There's 5 of them. There's Zoth, Esh, Tool, Ulnatol, and Shayula. Shayula is the ruler, or is the biggest of them all, the baddest of them all. And Ulnatol was one of the guys that I wanted, or has an axe that I could be using if I didn't want to go get this axe called Atziri's Disfavor. But I have Atziri's Disfavor, so it doesn't matter anymore. I'm also looking forward to the boss of this area. It's one of these weird little birds that I'm killing, but way bigger. You encounter a version of it in the main game, and it's called the 100-Foot Shadow. I don't remember what this one's called, but it's not the 100-Foot Shadow. It's something a little more intimidating sounding. I mean, the 100-Foot Shadow sounds terrifying in its own right. Don't get me wrong, but this one I think is just called the Great Scavenger. I don't remember exactly. I just know it's a big ass vulture-looking thing with a bug on its back. Also, one other thing is a lot of enemies in this game have random modifiers, much like everything. Like I said, everything in this game that exists can have a random multiplier of a random modifier applied to it. Like enemies, items, even maps can have, or even environments can have modifiers applied to them. It's a little ridiculous how much. I don't want to say it's randomness. It's like I guess it's calculated randomness, premeditated randomness. I guess within reason, there's a bunch of randomness that applies to this game. There we go. But it makes for finding a specific item really annoying, but when you do, it feels so much more satisfying. Oh, the Winged Death, that's his name. So, all you really need to know... Okay, that almost killed me. I might go through another map, honestly, because this one didn't take too long. That's all I was here for, just to kill that guy.
I believe in traveling light.
You believe in traveling light, do you? Okay. Can I kill those little bugs? Nope, okay. Well, there we go. That's the boss of this area dead. If you missed what happened, just know that it looked like this. That's what I did to kill him. I wish it were more impressive, but that's how I've gone through this entire game, just flailing like a madman. So I'm gonna go through another map. I've got my pick of the litter. The modifier to the map. The modifier to the map. The modifier to that map that I just went through was enemies, or I could crit less. Or I don't remember if it was crit less or I do less critical hit damage, but that doesn't apply to me. There's an upgrade that I took in the passive tree, Resolute Technique. I can't miss, can't crit either though. So it doesn't really matter. Anything that affects my crit chance or crit damage, because I don't crit, so it's fine. Unique boss deals 15% increased damage, 20% attack and cast speed, gain an endurance charge on hit. Overlord's Maze. Extra cold damage, chaos resistance, elemental resistance, is inhabited by Lunaris fanatics. So they do more cold damage for the cold enemies. That's a grotto map, I don't want to go there. I'll go to the barrow map, sure. I don't remember what exactly is in the barrow map, but we're going to go there. Just so I can show off more of my mad flailing. One thing I didn't talk about in this was my, what my double strike actually does. I didn't show it off. I think I talked about it. I don't remember. I've done, like, this is my third video in an hour talking about this. Basically, excuse me, there are Vol skills that you can get on top of normal skill gems. Hey, cool. Unique. What are you? You look interesting. I'll look at you later. But essentially all you need to know is that there are unique versions, or most active skill gems have a vol equivalent that has a modified effect to it. Like, this is me double striking normally. If I were to use my vol double strike, I'd summon up 2 copies of myself that would also run around and double strike for me. They do less damage than I do, but I can get 4 of them out really, really quickly. So they're able to do a lot more damage than I can, and do it a lot faster. I think they have my bleed chance as well, considering they are used, like, they both use my main hand weapon, and I have 100% chance, 125% chance to bleed, actually. I need to lower that. I need to find out some way to lower that, but I also, I don't think I can without completely ruining my build. Or not ruining my build, but ruining my damage output. But at the same time, after a certain point in time, I don't need damage, I need survivability, which I definitely should go get. I'm working on getting right now. I'm also not entirely certain what's special about the barrows. I think I have to go down into those tombs, but I want to kill people. I like murder, okay? I can't help it. I'm violent. This entire game is nothing but violence incarnate. You can just shut your brain off. I'd like to tell you that I'm thinking about what I'm doing. I'm really not. I'm just holding down right-click and left-clicking to move. Like, right-click gets my attacks out, left-click moves me around, and that's all I need to do. And I hit the tab button every once in a while to bring up the map to see where I'm going. Or see where I should be going. That's really all I'm doing. I don't have to think about what's going on. I also have this to get me around. I also have Leap Slam to jump around a little bit. Oh, yeah, I found the arena. Okay. What is the boss? Oh, I know the boss in here. Okay, no, I don't know the boss. Oh, I know, I do know the boss. The Beast of the Pits, that's what he's called. He just runs at walls and gets himself stunned. So I'm just going to use Double Strike on him, and we're going to shred him like nothing. Oh, I'm dying. There we go. It's the boss. That's the boss. Like I said, enemies that don't move, I can shred like nobody's business. I'm just gonna take a look around. I want to see what more there is to murder around here, if anything at all. I mean, there's a lot more to the map than just that guy, but I want to. Hey, channel map. Woo! Hey, let me take the map. Oh, my inventory's full. Do I have something I can drop? I don't need the Flooded Mine. Get out, Flooded Mine. I want the Superior Channel. I mean, that's where I just was, but I also want to see what you are. Immortal Flesh. Maximum. Hey, get away from me. You two. You weird little frog monsters. What do you call? Oh, Chimeric Croakers. Yeah, that's appropriate. So what exactly do you do? Life regen, mana regen. Oh, you lose elemental resistances. Physical damage from attacks. 4% increased armor while not ignited, frozen, or shocked. She begged the earth to spare her son. Out of love, the earth agreed. To other elements, she did not speak, and out of spite, they plotted. Barrack and the Untamed. Okay, I don't know what that means, but you have got a ton of armor, but if you have less elemental resistances, and but you get more armor if you're not affected by a status effect. I've heard of worse ideas. I've heard of infinitely better ideas, though. Namely, Adziri's disfavor. Hey, a loyalty card. Yay. Hey! Let me take the loyalty card. I want the Corgi. He's a Corgi. I don't know why, but he's a Corgi. I think it's because Corgis are some of the most dedicated, I don't need a grotto. Get out, grotto. Or at least I think I need a... Do I need a grotto? G-R-O-T-O. I do not need a grotto map. Okay. Yep, grotto can leave. But yeah, that's I was kind of hoping the Barrows boss was a little more threatening, but I shred him in like 10 seconds. It was great. You all saw it. That's a lot of bosses that I've been fighting though, so I'm a little disappointed in that. But whatever.
My spirit is spent.
It does. I do the things. I do the things goodly. I do the things and I do them goodly. I don't care. I like talking like an idiot. But I think that's... I mean, if I could go down into the little tomb area that I saw earlier, but I don't think I want to. You know what? Let's go down there. Let's clear out this map entirely, or at least attempt to clear it out entirely and see what happens. See what kind of shenanigans we can get into. Oh, I know exactly where this is supposed to be. And I know I want... Hey, get back here. I know I want you to die. There we go. Those ghosts just have really nice items in them. See, look at that. More people to murder. I just had to look underground a little bit. Sweet. And if you're wondering why I'm not leveling up these 3, it's because I don't use them for those 3 gems. I only use... How do I word this? One of them is going to stay at one of them is going to stay at level 1 because I don't need it to do... I don't need it to activate... It's cast when damage taken support, and I have it on Immortal Call. Immortal Call, I don't think leveling it up changes anything. I think Immortal Call, all it does is it changes how long each endurance charge you have when it triggers lasts for, basically. But cast when damage taken, if I level it up, makes it cost, or will change when it, like, the amount of health that I need to lose for the worst. I have to take more damage before it triggers, and I don't want that. I want it to trigger when I take as little damage as possible. Ooh, this is gonna be fun. I don't know what an essence of loathing is, but I know I want to get it. So this guy's way tougher than the boss, but he's dead now.
I believe in
oh yeah, my inventory's full. Fuck it, I don't need that, and I don't need this. Give me that essence of fear, contempt, and loathing. I don't know what any of those do, but I know I want them. Okay, let me rephrase that. I know what contempt does. Locked door, but I can kill people through it. Contempt, essences of contempt give you increased physical damage. Or physical damage mitigation, depending on what you use it on. Can I go down there? I don't think so. Nope, didn't think so. Okay. The other ones, I have no idea. I have no idea what the other ones do. I mean, I could read. Fear is... Oh, increase... Oh, minions deal... Okay, fear is minions. Contempt is physical damage. And loathing is crit chance, blocks chance, and dodging. And stun stuff. Okay, so it's just status effects. Gotcha. But there we go. That's 2 maps hammered out real fucking quick. So, hope you all enjoyed this. For those of you who are new, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to. But if not, then carry on your merry way. But for the rest of you ramblers, I will catch you all next week with another Friday special. And I desperately need to get another inventory slot for my currency because I am almost out. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this, and I'll see you all next week. Bye, everybody. It's been a ton of fun.